Hey Gateway, Jason and I are here to talk about a phrase that we use a lot in our house. We say, grieve the loss. And sometimes I say this as a joke, like, I ate the last brownie, grieve the loss. But other times it's like a really serious moment because it's important to grieve the loss. So what does that mean?
Grief is a great way for us to metabolize pain. And one of the ways that we can feel pain is through change. None of us asked for this coronavirus thing to happen. It all came to us really kind of out of the blue and hit us pretty hard. And so it's causing a lot of us to change in areas that we didn't expect to change in. And change produces loss, loss produces pain, and that needs to be grieved. And so what we're inviting you to as we talk through this is, what is God saying to you through that process?
One thing that's really important in grief is not to compare. So it's really easy for me to think, okay, well, my loss is not anything compared to somebody else's. Or on the other side, what are you complaining about?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what I've lost is so much bigger, more important. But in creating a safe place in a family or in a relationship with one another, loss is loss. And accepting it as loss is one of the first things toward metabolizing it, like
That's
Jason
right.
talked about. And I have learned by some dear friends at Gateway how important it is to be attuned, to be seen and heard. And so one of the most important and helpful things we can do is just to say, I see you. I see that this is really hard, and I hear that this is difficult. I can easily blow off my own feelings and somebody else's, but it's just not helpful. And so in this time, we just want to encourage you to be that safe place for somebody to express and grieve loss, and to express your own and maybe open the door for conversations you don't normally have as a family.
And I want to say that in the notes of this post, you'll see the 5 steps of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. And to know that God leads us through all those steps. And an important question that I've asked God through the grieving process is, God, who do you want to be for me in this season? Because God is many things to us all the time, but there's a specificity to God, and he wants to be a certain thing, a certain person. He wants to do a certain work in our life in this season. And I invite you now, as you listen to this video, to ask God, who do you want to be for me in this season? We are here for you as a care team. That's where I work. My wife is a pastor at the South Lake campus in groups, and I'm the care pastor at Dallas. And so we are here for you guys. We love you, and we invite you to lean into that grieving process. Have a great day.